And Young Buzz, welcome back to the channel where we uncover the coolest stories and deepest insights from the world of K-pop. Today, we're diving into the life and legacy of a true powerhouse in Stray Kids, none other than the leader, producer, and all-around legend, Bangchan. If you thought you knew everything about him, stick around because this ultimate guide is packed with facts, personal quirks, and some surprises you might not expect. First off, let's talk about where Bangchan comes from, because his story is not your typical K-pop trainee journey. Born Bang Christopher Chan, he actually moved to Sydney, Australia at a very young age. So yeah, while he's South Korean by birth, a huge part of his life was shaped overseas. And that's something that really sets him apart. He's got this international vibe that shines through not just in his fluent English, but in how he approaches music and life. Can you imagine moving around 5 different houses just in your childhood? From Strathfield to Greenacre, Australia was basically his playground. And speaking of playgrounds, before even thinking about being an idol, Chan took ballet and modern dance classes. Yes, ballet. That might explain some of his crazy smooth moves and fluidity on stage. It's not just raw power, there's this refined artistry behind his dancing that a lot of people overlook. Plus, the guy ran track and broke records in swimming when he was a kid. Talk about a multi-talented leader. Did you know that before debuting with Stray Kids, Bangchan was a trainee at JYP for 7 whole years? 7 years. That's a test of real dedication and passion. And in that time, he shared a dorm with Monsta X's Shonu, 2 legends under one roof before the world even knew who they were. I can only imagine the conversations and the practice sessions happening there. One thing that really stands out about Bangchan is his role in 3RACHA, the hip-hop subunit of Stray Kids, where he, Changbin, and Han produce, write, and rap. He goes by CB97 there. And this is where he truly shines as a producer and creative force. It's rare to see a leader who's not just good at leading, but also deeply involved in the music-making process. It's like he's the engine that keeps the whole Stray Kids train running smoothly. And don't sleep on his charming personality. His members affectionately call him Kangaroo and Koala, which is just adorable and kind of fitting given his Australian upbringing. Plus his dimples when he smiles, instant heart melter. Bangchan's personality is so approachable and warm, it's no wonder he's the glue that holds the group together. What I find fascinating is how multilingual he is. He speaks English, Korean, Japanese, and even a bit of Chinese. That's impressive and definitely an asset, especially as Stray Kids continues to conquer international markets. It's not just about language skills either. It shows how adaptable and culturally aware he is, which reflects in the group's global appeal. Now let's talk hobbies and quirks, because those little things make Bangchan feel so much more real. He loves playing sports and runs really fast, something that surprised me when I first heard it. And you know what? He has a King Charles Spaniel named Barry. Pet lovers, can we take a moment? Honestly, I'd love to see more of Barry in his streams or social media. Pets make everything better, right? Also, if you ever wondered why Bangchan is always so organized and calm even during hectic schedules, it might have something to do with his love for planned trips. The guy likes structure, but also knows how to have fun. He even said during vacation, he wants to go bungee jumping. That's pretty fearless for a leader who also takes cooking responsibilities in the dorm seriously. Yes, he's the main cook for Stray Kids. Imagine that, leading on stage and in the kitchen. Here's a little fun fact. Bangchan can rotate his hand 360 degrees. If you're like me, you might be trying to picture that right now. It's a cool party trick and just another way he's unique. Something really touching about Bangchan is his motto, just enjoy. It's such a simple phrase, but it tells you a lot about his approach to life and music. Despite all the pressures idols face, he wants to remind himself and his fans to enjoy the moment, the process, and the journey. That's a mindset we can all learn from. I want to ask you all, what's your favorite Bangchan moment? Was it a particular performance where his leadership shined? Or maybe a behind-the-scenes clip where he was just being himself? Drop your stories and thoughts in the comments, because I love hearing how different moments connect us to our favorite idols. And before we wrap up this part, can we just appreciate how much Bangchan has grown? From an Australian kid dreaming of making people happy to the powerhouse leader and producer he is today, his journey is inspiring. He's not just the face of Stray Kids, he's the heart and soul behind their music. Alright, if you're loving this deep dive so far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe because we're only halfway through. In the next part, we'll explore even more fun facts, his relationships with other idols, and some unexpected stories that show there's so much more to Bangchan than just being Stray Kids' leader. Stay tuned. Alright, now let's jump into some of the cooler, lesser-known stories about Bangchan that really show his character behind the scenes. For starters, did you know that Bangchan actually starred as a zombie in Twice's Like Ooh-Ah music video? Yeah, picture this. Our super cool leader once rocking the undead look before he even debuted. It's wild to think how intertwined these JYP artists' journeys are. And speaking of Twice, Chaeyoung and Bangchan have performed together before during a trainee showcase back in 2011, showing that long before their huge debuts, they were already building bonds that fans love to see now. Bangchan's friendship circle is impressive too. He's close with GOT7's Bam Bam, Yoongyum, and Jackson, as well as Day6's Young K and 15N's Jimin. These connections say a lot about how respected he is among other idols. He's not just leading Stray Kids, but also earning respect industry-wide. And it's interesting how Woojin from Stray Kids initially thought Bangchan was very cold when they first met, but as we know, he's actually super warm and caring. Shows you can't judge a book by its cover, right? Here's something funny. When it comes to roommates, if he could choose anyone again, Bangchan would still pick Changbin. That's some solid bromance material right there. Their chemistry on and off stage is undeniable and really adds a layer of fun to Stray Kids' dynamics. Let's talk about language and culture a bit more. Bangchan revealed in an interview that he thinks sometimes in Korean and sometimes in English. I find that fascinating because it highlights the complex identity of a global artist living between two cultures. And it probably helps him relate to international fans on a deeper level. Now, a personal favorite fact of mine, Bangchan's dad owns a swimming club in Sydney, and Chan was a great swimmer himself, breaking records in freestyle swimming at just 8 years old. That athletic background definitely explains his stamina on stage and his ability to perform those intense choreographies without breaking a sweat. And here's a quirky one for you. He's actually said that if he wasn't in Stray Kids, he would be a kangaroo. Yeah, I know, that made me laugh too. But it's a cute nod to his Australian roots and that playful side of his personality. Sometimes idols can feel so polished and distant, but moments like this remind us that they're just regular humans with funny thoughts. Speaking of his personality, Bangchan's MBTI is ENFJ, which perfectly fits his role as the leader. ENFJs are known to be charismatic, empathetic, and natural-born leaders who care deeply about their team. You can see that in how Chan always puts the group first, whether it's producing music, organizing choreography, or just taking care of the members' well-being. He's constantly balancing being a perfectionist and someone who encourages his members to shine individually. Now, let's discuss Bangchan's approach to music and producing, because this is where his genius really shines. As part of 3RACHA, he's not just involved in writing lyrics and producing tracks. He's the one who often edits music and matches the choreography to the songs. That's some serious multitasking. If you've ever wondered how Stray Kids music feels so cohesive and powerful, it's because of his hands-on involvement. Changbin even calls him the busiest member, and honestly, I don't think anyone could argue with that. Something else that's super relatable is how Bangchan isn't too hung up on having a strict ideal type for dating. When asked about it, he basically said he doesn't have one. It's refreshing to see idols who keep it real like that, focusing more on connection and comfort rather than just checklists. Maybe that's part of why fans find him so approachable. And since we're talking about personality and lifestyle, did you know he prefers planned trips over spontaneous adventures? That fits his role as the group's leader, someone who likes to have things organized but also knows how to make the best of the moment. On vacations, he's up for bungee jumping, but not a fan of watching movies alone. Can you blame him? Watching movies solo can get lonely. Lastly, Bangchan's dedication is legendary. He's lived in a dorm for over 6 years, cooking for his members, managing schedules, and constantly pushing himself to improve. That kind of dedication can easily go unnoticed, but it's the foundation of Stray Kids' success. So to wrap this up, Bangchan is much more than just a leader or producer. He's a hard-working, multifaceted individual with a rich background, strong friendships, a quirky sense of humor, and a genuine love for his craft and team. And honestly, I think learning about him makes you appreciate Stray Kids, music, and teamwork on a whole new level. All right, what do you guys think? Which Bangchan fact surprised you the most? Do you relate to any part of his personality or story? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one, and I love when we have these conversations. And hey, if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss the freshest K-pop content here on Anyang Buzz. Thanks for watching, and as Bangchan himself would say, just enjoy. And I'll see you in the next video.